EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction of the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On second down, Ingram. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. To throw is Jackson. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It'll go as a gain of 33. And that play started back at their own 33.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Jackson forced out to his left. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
That's That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. Fielded at the 20. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Jackson. Buying time to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. We're scoreless after 1. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, partner, let's talk Super Bowl. We have to. Before the year, by the way, we made predictions for the Super Bowl. You got one of the teams right. You had Kansas City and New Orleans, but you had the Saints winning. I also had the Saints there, but losing to New England. Now we get a chance to rectify things. So who's going to win the big game, partner?
Well, I think San Francisco wins 35-34. MVP, usually a quarterback. But in this case, we're going to have an upset. Middle linebacker Fred Warner is going to have 13 tackles and an interception return for a touchdown and be the upset MVP winner over Jimmy Garoppolo, because in the Super Bowl, if the quarterback does anything, he wins the award. But this time, the defense, which got them there, is going to take charge, and Fred Warner walks away. Super Bowl MVP, 49ers Super Bowl champions.
You went above and beyond with great specifics there. I'll be a little bit more general. I'll just say that the Chiefs are going to win by a touchdown, and yes, I'll go with the MVP being number 15, Patrick Mahomes.
And if you're not really rooting in this game, how great a matchup is this?
It's fantastic. Going to be a ton of fun. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 5 now. Jackson, he's going to find his tight end Boyle. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando, and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson being chased out left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, 47 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's...
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football, led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
There's no one out that way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson rolling to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Now that definitely hurts, because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Jackson now. Rolling to his left. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And now it's 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Granted, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that's going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Out to his left. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Jackson on first down. Got a man, it's Brown. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. Final play of the half here as Jackson steps away to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson as time expires in the first half. As they are now on the board here in the first half.
Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful. And it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess, what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They go to Elliott again. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On first down, Pollard, and he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try to throw now. Prescott, he'll buy some time right. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. 27 yards there, a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He's able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. First and 10, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Jalen Smith able to drop him for a loss of a couple. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out right. He'll run it, and he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. The Ravens on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Throwing on second down. Prescott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Prescott here to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
Still.
And then at the end he kind of went.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He's back to throw. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well and end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
First down carry by Elliott. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. They'll keep it on the ground. Elliott. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.